Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you today? I hope so. You good, feel good, and happy every time and everywhere. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, students, today we will learn about the new material. The material is about debate. So, okay, I will show a video describing the process of debating. Let's watch this video.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I call this House to order. To present their case on today's motion, this House will introduce a common currency for all Asian countries. I call upon the Prime Minister, Muhammad Afiq bin Zairul Azwan, to open the case for the government. The floor is yours.
Let's. Panel, in the 1900s when the Iron Curtain fell, it not only marked the unification of East and West Germany, that perhaps it was an allegory to the destruction of barriers that existed between nations that restricted them from gaining economic prosperity in Europe. Today what we're supporting under side government is doing the same thing, but in Asia. But before that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning towards a panel of educators, timekeepers, speakers, colleagues, oppositions, people of the floor. Two things I will do in today's speech. First, I'll give you a complete case setup and I give my argumentation on how it's economically beneficial. My deputy will refute miscluded points coming from their side and give his own positive substantive. My whip will deconstruct the anatomy of their case and tell you why we win today's debate. First, definition. So it's in all of its features, common currency refers to the same legal tender and denominations across participating countries. Second definition, bloc, we say people who consider themselves as Asian countries are able to join this bloc. So status quo. No, thank you. How does status quo look like under two key respects? Firstly, we say that Asian countries
This motion, please welcome Nazmi bin Ahmad Nizar.
We agree that every success must start with a dream. However, a common currency for all Asian countries, that is an impossible dream. Ladies and gentlemen, we tell you that the three gentlemen from Sultan Alam Shah are fighting a losing battle to begin with. But before that, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning I bid to the honorable panel of judges, the precise timekeeper, amazing opponents on side of government, worthy comrades on side of opposition, and not to forget, members of this beautiful house. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do two things today. Firstly, I'm going to rebut whatever case has been brought up by side Prime Minister, and secondly, I'm going to provide the arguments from side of opposition. But first of all, let's look at the definition provided by side government. Now, he basically stated the literal definition of the keywords in his phrases. But what he failed to do is he failed to characterize the status quo of the important key phrases in today's debate, which is the Asian countries. I'm going to do that today. We have to look at the characterizations of these Asian countries. What do we have to concede and recognize? Number one, we have to concede that different Asian countries in new currency. If they don't have an open borders, how are the citizens of the Asian Union going to use?
Okay, guys. Okay, students. That's the video. How do you think about this video? Okay, so now I will explain about the debate step one by one. Okay, let's move to the material. The first is the definition of debate. Debate is a process that involves formal discussion on a particular topic. In a debate, opposing arguments are put forward to argue for opposing viewpoints. Debate occurs in public meetings, academic institutions, and legislative assemblies. It is formal type of discussion, often with a moderator and an audience, in addition to the debate participants. Okay, next, the parts of debate. The first is motion. What is motion? Motion, the topic debate, is called motion. Usually, motion starts with a word like this house or th, or this house believes that is, or this house believe, or thbt. Both affirmative and negative teams are debating upon a motion which should be debatable and impartial. Debatable means that the motion is still falsifiable, can be denied in some ways. Impartial implies a meaning that the motion should stand in the middle of neutral. It doesn't incline to any sides. For example, this house believes that country life is better than city life. So, both teams need to prove whether staying in the village is really better than living in the city. Okay, next. The next is definition. Definition of motion. Debaters must see and find out the definition of life living in the village. So, why do some people say if they hear that living in the village is better? And then the next is timeline. Timeline. To agree or disagree towards a motion, the reason must lie on a strong ground that could cover the whole argumentation. Timeline is the underlying reason which answers the big question why. One side of House supports or opposes a motion. Timeline is what a team needs to prove. It is also the main reason why a team attacks the opponent case. The reason. And then the next is argument. A debate is like a battle of argument, in which each stands on their positions, attacks the opposite, and defends their own case. The praiseworthy jobs can be done well by using critical and logical thinking. Argument is the fragment of thought to support the timeline. Okay? The next is rebuttal. To win a debate, debaters not only need to build a strong case, but they also have to attack their opponent's arguments and provide strong defense from any attacks. That is why rebuttal is one of the keys to get the crown of victory. The key. Basically, there are two kinds of rebuttal. The first is global rebuttal. Global rebuttal is an attack against the main core of the opponent case timeline. Consequently, their case is crumbling down. The third rebuttal. It is an attack toward each argument or example. Okay, do you understand? And then the next is, or the last is, sum up or closing. Closing is simply concluding what has been true. A nice summary is preferable. Before start debating, debaters should know this part of debate in order to be a good debater. It also hoped that debate will run success. Okay, students, the next is debate method. I'm sorry. Definition of debate method. Debate method is the method that allows students to express Debate method is the method that allows students to express their arguments. Unlike discussion, which focuses on solving problems together and to find the solutions of certain problems. Debate cleaves that the class into two separate or contradictory arguments. This forces the students to compare, defend, and clarify their arguments with the opposite arguments in the class. It is very significant to help improve many areas of student skills. They are ranging from cognitive to linguistic sides. When being applied with good structure, this debate can help develop learners' listening, speaking, writing, developing arguments, analytical thinking, as well as improving students' confidence for public speaking. Okay, the next after the debate method, the next is debate procedures. Here, the tile procedures based on Silberman. The first is arrange a statement containing ideas about controversial issues on students' ability. Second is divide students into two debate teams, assign them on the position of pro or contra. Randomly divide again the students into several sub-debate teams. Suggest the teachers should select an equal number of students depending on the total number of students. The third is place 2 to 4 seats for the represented speakers of the team. The seats have to be placed face to face. And then the fourth is place the other students at the back of each position and the speakers while they are waiting their turn to perform. And then the fifth is after all students listen to opening arguments, stop the debate and ask the students to return to their own team and give them time to discuss. After that, the teacher assigns the students to get back to the seat. It is better to have different representative each sub-debate team. And then the sixth is instruct the students to give counter-arguments toward the previous ones. Make sure that the students do it at intervals. The other students are asked to take notes on debate. That they can speak from notes, but no reading the arguments in the 3-minute limits each speaker. And then the last is, in a considerable time, stop the debate to allow a discussion after the debate. In addition, according to Dobson, debate can be stopped and the debate when the subject exhausts or if the students get involved in hard argument. Okay, next is there are some topics or statements suitable for classroom debates. Note that the teachers can find the topics which are more suitable to the learner's background, cultural, and then current issues circulating in the learner's societies. The subject topics are example, the first. Tryout held in Indonesian schools every year is not effective in preparing students and teachers' mentality in completing examination. And then Indonesian soap operas today damage the mentality of the nation children's. And then the homeschooling education system is far more effective than public school. And then the last material is about debate formats. The first is there are many debate such of debate formats. The example is abbreviate Lincoln Douglas debate. The second is role play debate, and then the third is tag team debate, and then inner circle, outer circle debate, and then American or British style debate, and then Australian or Asian style debate, and then full class debate, and then sparring debates or chain debate 2, and then 3 question debate, and then small group debate, and then chain debate, and the last is town hall. Okay, students, I have sent to you the PDF of debate format full with the definition and explanations and the procedures in groups in our group's WhatsApp. You can see now. But now, okay, I will give you 5 minutes for see the group WhatsApps. Okay, students. Now we will study one of debate format that is full class debate. Full class debate. The rules is the first, divide the class into 2 debate teams. The first teams and then the second teams. Okay, and then I give 10 minutes. I'm sorry. 10 minutes for preparation. Okay, and then there are 4 minutes. Yes, 4 minutes for opening the statement from the first team, or this is affirmative team. 4 minutes for the first is 4 minutes, and then the first speaker from negative team I give 4 minutes too. 4 minutes, and then for the second speaker is 2 minutes. I'm sorry, the first speaker affirmative and negative is to opening the statement. Okay, and then the second speaker affirmative and the second speaker negative is to rebuttal. Okay, and then the last is third speaker of affirmative team and third speaker of negative team is 1 minute to closing statement. Okay, and then I give the last is I give 2 minutes for plenary. Yes, okay. I hope you understand now. Okay, so before that, I want to explain what is plenary. Plenary is the term has been used in the teaching provision to describe when information is summarized. This often encourages class participants. So you must summarize the argument for in your side, in your team. Okay, and then the students, this task or this my explanation is your task. As your task, you must make group for debate. Debate based on this format debate, that is full class debate. You must follow these rules for your group debates, and then you must prepare it with good. And then next class you must practice your debating group in front of the class, and I will see that. Okay. Okay, students, the motion of your tasks is about this house believes that country life is better than city life, or village life is better than city life. So I hope you make it. Okay, students, maybe enough our class today. So I have you understand and you make your tasks. Don't forget this. Okay. Thanks for your attention, students, and see you in the next class. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.